This video is made for viewers that are age 13 and older. If you're not 13, come back when you're 13. Bye!
ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another custom tutorial video on the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Far From Home Advanced Suit figure. If you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Now, of course, I have not customized this figure or modified it in any kind of way. This is more of a modification than a customization, I consider it to be anyway. Now, I do not take credit for this idea. I saw it from somewhere else, and I can't remember the person who showed this off, but I did see a video on it where they had used a Pigma Micron .005 pen, and what they basically did was just paint in all the lines on the cobwebbing patterns throughout on this figure. As you can clearly see, it does not have any of that kind of crazy detail. There's just no black paint mixed in any of the cobwebbing at all, and that's always frustrated me because I think it's overall a good looking figure. It's just that it needs the extra black paint in those cobwebbing patterns. So what I'm going to do is just paint throughout, and you can see that we get different plastic right over here. It kind of is more dull right there, and it's a lot more kind of reflective and everything right here on the torso. So there are different types of plastic, but I did go ahead and start on this, and it only took me about an hour. I will say it took only about an hour to get this whole thing done. Of course, you know, I'm fast forwarding through this whole thing because, you know, you don't need to see every second of it. But yeah, I made sure to get the joints right there inside the torso and everything. I basically made sure to get every part of it done, and I did even some touching up a little bit after I recorded this segment.
Thanks for showing us the back of your hand.
But we're going to take a closer look at the figure right now. Okay, so there it is, all complete, and wow, I'm so happy with this. I do have two of these, so I have your comparison right here, and you can see that this is just so much better with the cobwebbing pattern. It's almost a completely different figure, and it almost makes this red paint look a little bit darker, but it's not darker, it just has black paint in there. But I like the color of red a whole lot more now that it has the black paint mixed inside there with the red. Now you can see some parts where I kind of messed up a little bit, and you know, I would like just lick my finger and kind of like wipe it off if I kind of bled over. I did pop the head off to get all the cobwebbing pattern inside the neck, so that doesn't look too bad at all to me. So it's looking okay. And I think I did a fairly clean job on this guy. You know, I just pointed out, you know, some minor mistakes, but you know, I think for the most part, came out looking pretty clean, man. You know, you can see right there on the back, getting the, you know, the whole butterfly joints and these shoulder joints. I did have a little bit of the black paint wear off on some parts of it, but for the most part it's actually looking pretty clean. And I did get the fingers. We have interchangeable hands with this figure, and I only just did these particular hands right over here, so you know, got all those painted on the flipping hand right there, painted that all up too, so got them all in there. Didn't do anything to the blue sections aside from maybe some outline areas that also have red. So, you know, you can see like maybe like down here, I think I painted that just a little bit, and I did get some paint coming off, or some of the ink from the pen coming off. So if you smear it a whole bunch after you've applied it, it's going to come off on you. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's just not factory quality, which is kind of a good thing because it makes it easier to fix it. But I think the legs came out really good. Happy with that. This splotching right here was already on this particular figure, so that part right there was not my fault. I could scrape that off with an X-Acto knife later on. I could add a little bit more black paint right here. But yeah, you have to make sure you go over some parts of it twice because it can get thin. Like right there, I could go over that again. So now I'm catching all my mistakes. So I could touch this up a little bit more so. And then I did get the whole outline of the soles of the feet done, you know, on the side of the foot and everything, and the tips of the toes. I made sure to paint those lines also. So there are parts that could be touched up and maybe cleaned up just a little bit better, but you know, it just looks so much better than it did before to me, especially when you look at it from just a little bit farther away, as you're going to when you actually, you know, hold an action figure. You know what I mean? Most of the time we're not all like that, you know, it's mostly from out here. So yeah, I'm really happy with this, man. I'm very pleased with it. So props to the person who actually made the tutorial video on this. If you could remember the person, go ahead and shout them out in the comment section. If I recognize recognize that name, and then I'll go ahead and pin that comment and everything. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned. I'm gonna have just I took some pictures, not a whole ton of pictures, but I'm gonna have a little bit of a photo gallery at the end. Hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you haven't already. And a big thanks to all the people over here that support what I do here on Patreon. I'm very grateful for what you guys are doing. I am reposting all my videos from YouTube over on Patreon right now, so I'm starting from the very beginning, so go over there and check them out. I really appreciate the support, you guys. Good news is that there's been this misinformation going out there, and I was confused by this at first, that if your channel is not going to earn revenue for Google, that YouTube will delete your channel. That's actually not the case. What's actually going to happen is for people's channels that don't have any way of generating revenue for YouTube, such as ad blocker. So if you have ad blocker on your channel, that's going to be a channel that's going to be deleted, not a YouTube channel like this one that may not earn any revenue in the future due to the COPPA laws and everything. So that's going to be the deal. So it's not channel deletion. I was mistaken by that. I overheard Robo say something on that note, and yeah, that's incorrect as well. So it's basically, if you have ad blocker, then your channel will get deleted, not necessarily if you're just making videos that aren't going to generate YouTube revenue or revenue for yourself. So just want to clear that up. But again, thank you guys for your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, a sip more shot, your face, a sip more shot,